Hey there, and welcome to How to Successfully Trade Forex and Earn Like the Banks, even if you're brand new or never traded before. And believe it or not, all you really need is two simple things. The first thing you need to successfully trade Forex is to master one simple strategy that works and gets consistent results over and over again. The second thing is to understand that the only way to accomplish that is to leverage other master traders and highly efficient tools. So I have a very specific goal for you. And my goal from this training is one, to teach you the one simple strategy that works and gets consistent results over and over, and to expose you to people and tools to help you win. So tell me, do you currently work a job or attend school and have recently become interested in trading in the Forex market? Do you want to make more money and have more time to do the things that bring joy into your life? Have you ever felt that trading seems like it may actually be a little too hard to learn and make money from in the short term? Well, if so, who have you connected with that has been able to show you a simple and consistent way to trade successfully? Well, if you desire to walk away from your job one day and start making real money from home, you want to live your best life now and leave an inheritance to your children's children, both at the same time, and even if you've tried trading Forex before with no significant results, you're in the right place. Hey there, I am Tracey Walker, and I'm a speaker, an author, and a currency trader. I am a single mom of a very busy 5-year-old. My son's name is Jester. I have made millions of dollars from both the real estate investing world and the online digital marketing worlds. I am a published author. I wrote a book called The Ultimate Team Building Formula. It's actually available on Amazon. You can go check it out. I've been featured on ABC News in Chicago, Fox News Orlando, as well as Fox News Tampa, sharing the power of having and creating financial freedom. And I am the founder of the amazing Dream Team Trading Group. Now, I do have a confession before we get going. And I want you to know that I am connected to some of the most advanced and successful traders in the industry, and our network is helping people to truly create their freedom lifestyle. And if I'm honest about my results, it's because of this, my connections. Now, how did I even get started with trading? Let me just tell you, I wasn't born into this. I actually just started just a few years ago. And prior to getting started, I was a top internet marketer for a $220 million company. At that time, I was earning between $70,000 and $80,000 per month on a regular basis. And trust me, life was good. And then the unthinkable happened. The company shut down. Now, literally, I was scared out of my mind. How was I going to pay my bills? I was totally uncertain. I didn't know how I was going to provide for my son. I'm a single mom. There's no child support. There's no other income coming in. It was all on me. And so that created a lot of anxiety because I didn't know what I was going to do. And I would just constantly ask myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I got to do something, and I got to get it going fast. Well, the bottom happened, or fell out for me, I should say, when the debt collector started harassing me. I mean, I felt alone. I felt overwhelmed. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. One of my 2 cars went into repossession. I had no control over seemingly anything that was taking place in my life. And to be honest and transparent, my self-esteem was shattered. I mean, literally, how could this happen to me? I was helping people. I'd never hurt anybody in this industry, in this business, and I didn't know why God was doing this to me. You see, I had helped other people live their dreams and create their lifestyle, but now it was me at the bottom. Well, at some point, I had to realize that slouching on the couch and whining and crying about it wasn't going to change anything. So there was a turning point for me. So what I did was I started to begin working with numerous different ways to make money online. I knew how to market online, and so I started a consulting business. And to be honest, I made good money, but I was not into the trade my time for money thing. And with consulting, every client you get, yeah, they'll pay you some good money, but then I have to spend an hour on the phone with them or 2 hours on the phone. And I dreaded that. So thankfully, the good Lord sent a good friend to take me to lunch. And he actually introduced currency investing to me. And I had no idea what that was, but I will say I was intrigued. Now, shortly after that, maybe about a couple days later, I had another business associate subsequently advise that I look into Forex trading. Again, I had no idea what that was either. So I began doing some research and I decided to take a look at the Forex market. I began my journey. And with that, a lot of studying, some learning, and I even shared with others what I was doing, and we became a trading team. Now, we started having some success, which was amazing, but there was an underlying issue looming. You see, we were beginning to follow some of the best Forex leaders in the world. And as you know, if you want something, you find somebody that has it and you do exactly what they say, you do exactly what they do. The problem was that there were so many amazing, wonderful, successful, multi-million-dollar earner traders that we didn't know who to study and who not to. And we were trying to follow all of them. In fact, it was just way too many. We learned and implemented some amazing strategies and we made money along the way. I shared what I was doing with my trading team and it was working for a while, but it just still seemed like people were giving up. And I didn't know why that was happening. Suddenly I was confused and I wasn't sure what direction to go to make sure others could win too. As a result, my trade started suffering too, drastically, I might add. And so if my goal was to help other people win, and we were winning a little bit, why was this not really working the way I had planned? So that sent me back to the drawing board. Well, after doing that for about 20 months, almost 2 years, my trading mentor and coach, you see, he showed me a method that literally blew my mind due to its simplicity and its accuracy. And what it helped me to do was I went from manually hopping from pair to pair each morning, frantically trying to find trades and, just doing whatever all day long, to letting an app send me a notification of what pairs to look at. I was no longer sitting in front of my computer all day analyzing charts, looking for the major moves. That was major for me. I was able to step into an ease of knowing how much money I was set to make on each trade, and I was confident about that. And guess what? I was now confident in this simple trading process. I believed and I knew that I could win, and I could even help others win and build this same confidence and certainty with their trading as well. Now, obviously, I discovered this the hard way. I know you don't want to take 20 months to figure this whole thing out. So you get to cheat and get it the easy way. But what is the hard way really? Well, it's coming into the trading game brand new without a solid coach or mentor right from the start. It's hopping from technique to technique, really trying to make all the money available in the market, being greedy kinda, not really realizing that I should focus my time mastering one strategy that gets consistent results. And also following what everyone else in the market was doing versus what the smart and profitable traders were doing. And what they were doing was sticking to one strategy and being ultimately successful. So, do you want the easy way to start trading successfully and making more money? Good, then you're in the right place. So let me just share something with you. Over the past few weeks, I've been consistently winning 8 out of every 10 of the trades that I take on average. And this is using a very unique tool that we have. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that as we go. But it's not just working for me. You see, Janice Young, she's been able to catch 53 pips using this levels strategy as well. I did a little training. I shared it with my trading team and she said, thanks, Tracey, right? Also, John Jester, this is his wife, Marlene, as well. He was able to catch 136 pips and 13 pips on a different pair, all using the levels strategy. You can see he was super, super excited. Let's go Dream Team, right? Now, let me just share. The results are not typical, right? There is no guarantee that you will get these same results. And it is implied that those getting results actually study, they practice, and they implement regularly, and they do not expect get rich quick. All right. So here's what you're going to learn here on today. you're going to learn my 3 secrets. And these are the 3 secrets to winning with Forex that most people will never, ever, ever, ever know about. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you some resources that you can tap into long after we're done here that'll help you to sustain the success that you'll be exposed to. Now, why is this important? Why should you be paying close attention to what I'm sharing? Well, for one, most of the Forex information that's out there is segmented and is delivered in bits and pieces, never to provide you with the full picture. I mean, if you're out there trying to figure out how to do this on YouTube, you probably understand exactly what I'm saying. You'll find one thing that works, and when you try to get going, it's like the other side breaks, right? It's constant fix, break type of scenario. You never really get anywhere. Also, there are many traders out there that are offering signal services that happen to be getting the signals from somewhere else, and then they're charging people. They're charging people as if they were the expert. Guys, you got to be careful out there. It's not just about getting the signals and making the money as fast as you can. It's really about you being in total financial control of your own future. And it's important because once you discover this process, you'll never have to worry about whether you can win with trading, and you'll be able to truly make money over and over again. So now if you're asking, well, I'm not sure, Tracey, you're scratching your head, is this for me? Is this for me? Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Let's do a little litmus test here, okay? So this is for you, okay? If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you truly want financial freedom, okay? If that's you, then you'll want to stick around. If you're fed up with working every day, year after year, but honestly, you still are living paycheck to paycheck, then this is definitely for you. If you've come to realize that the money you've been saving for retirement, whether it's a 401k or maybe you have a pension plan that still has some money in it or something like that, but you realize Social Security isn't going to pay your bills down the road and everything that you save still won't be enough to live off of, well, this is for you. And if you're willing to take action, really learn how to do this, and it's simple, and you want to leverage a system that simply tells you when to get in and when to get out without the hassle, this is for you. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. So here we go. Here are the 3 secrets to winning with Forex. Number 1, the number 1 myth that prohibits most traders from succeeding. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Number 2, how to maximize your earnings without trading more or over leveraging your account. And number 3, how to avoid the number 1 most deadly mistake new traders make when using signals. Now, I don't have a problem with signals at all, but I want you to know how to succeed and win and not fall into the trap and pitfall that most new traders fall into when they are using signals. All right, so let's start with secret number 1, which is the number 1 myth that prohibits most traders from succeeding. And that is, most people believe that it takes way too much time to trade and that you have to stare at your charts all day. I mean, I can't tell you how many times people say to me, oh, I don't have time to trade. And my question is, well, how do you not have time to get wealthy? How is it that you're spending so much time working every day, living paycheck to paycheck, not making enough money, not living your best life, being unhappy, dreading going to work? How do you have all the time to do that, but you don't have the time to learn the skill that will actually set you free? Well, let me just share with you that we're going to debunk that right now, okay? We're going to debunk it. And here's how we're going to debunk it. I want you to understand that there is definitely enough time. And here's what most people have to understand, that when you focus on one strategy, then you're only focused on what we call one setup. That means you're only looking for one thing to happen. And if you're only looking for that one thing to happen, you can mark up your chart in, 15 minutes. You could do it at any 15-minute segment of the day that you like and simply set an alert for when price gets to the point where you want to buy or where you want to sell. Just set an alert. That's it. Like an alarm clock. And in the meantime, you get to live your life. And there's literally no reason to even look at the chart until the alarm goes off. Now that's simple, right? How many of you could actually just focus on one thing, mark up the chart maybe in 15 minutes, and then go do what you have to do and not even pay attention to this stuff until the alert goes off? And if you're honest, I know that you can do that. So that's debunked. You have time to set up a chart, set an alert, and get going with trading and becoming financially free. Now, let's talk about secret number 2. How do you maximize your earnings without trading more or over leveraging your account? The easiest way to do that is to set a financial goal and let the 8th wonder of the world, which is what Albert Einstein called compound interest, let it work for you. Now, let me just show you the power of what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, many people think that they have to trade all day long and they have to constantly be placing trades. Or they have to just obsess and never get any rest. And that's not the truth. That's not really how it works as we debunked in secret number 1. But let me show you why here in secret number 2. Now, this is a spreadsheet that we have within the Dream Team Trading Group that all of our members have. And it allows you to see how you can grow your money structured every single day and literally get the results that you want to get. So let's just say you're going to start with $1,300. You can see at the top, it says your daily deposit, $1,300, right? So on day 1, you have $1,300, and our goal is to grow our money 10% a day, right? Now, if I grow my money 10% a day, that means my daily profit goal would be $130, which is 10% of $1,300. Now, if I simply look for setups that get me 30 pips, right? 30 pips. And I use a lot size of 0.4, which is basically $4. Okay. $4. Look, guys, look, I've got $1,300 and I am going to actually place a trade that leverages $4. Okay. That's not even a lot of money. But if I do that $4 times those 30 pips, it's going to give me $130. Now that $130 will now be added to my balance. And tomorrow when I start, I'm now starting with $1,430. Now my goal is to get this 10% every single day. And as you can see, if we go down to day number 11, we've grown $1,300 to $3,371 in just 11 days. 11 days, guys, you have more than doubled your money. Now let's keep going because I want to give this to you on a 30-day perspective. Now, on day number 11, you're at $3,300, but scroll your eyes all the way down to day number 30. You've now grown your $1,300 to over $20,000 simply by focusing on 10% a day, focusing only on 1 or 2 trades that get you 30 pips a day, and by increasing the amount that you leverage. Remember, day 1, you started with $4. When you get down to day number 30, that 6.87, that really just means $60. That really just means $60. So you're day 29, you're at $18,000, and now you're going to leverage $60. Guys, that's nothing. So the $60, okay, roughly $60 times your 30 pips is going to give you an additional $1,800, guys. That gets you to $20,000. So the key is being able to compound your money, not trade religiously, not trade obsessively, but trade one setup every single day. Focus on 30 pips, increase by 10%, and you can take a $1,300 account to $20,000 in a 30-day trade period. I know that you should be happy about that, right? So let's move on to secret number 3. How to avoid the number 1 most deadly mistake new traders make when using signals. Now, again, as I said, I do not have a problem with anybody using signals, but the key to using and succeeding with signals is this: that you need to learn the strategy that the trader that's giving the signals is using. If you know what Joe Blow is doing, such that when Joe Blow gives you the signal, that you can check it and you can verify it, then you are going to put yourself in a much better position to win. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So here's a tool that we use. It's called Levels. You saw some of the testimonials earlier from our team that are using the Levels scanner. So what happens is when a new trade comes out, this Levels scanner kicks out this little thing right here that you can see on your computer screen, right? I kind of took a picture of it so you can see it. Also, you'll get an alert. You get an alert right to your phone. It'll tell you, hey, you want to sell at this price. You want a TP, which is take profit at that price. You want to put your stop loss at this price, and it tells you when the day and the time that the signal appeared so that you know whether it's still relevant or not. So you see this signal come out. When you see this signal come out, you can simply realize that, hey, let me go and let me double check and see what this strategy is actually producing. And because the creator of this Levels app happens to be my trading coach and mentor, I know exactly what strategy he's using. So when he sends out this signal, could I just take it? Yeah, because I trust that he knows what he's doing. But I can also double check because I know how he came up with it. And in fact, I'm going to share it with you right here. And this is the 5-step levels strategy. If you're going to take a signal, know exactly how to validate that signal. So the 5-step level strategy works like this. Step number 1 is you're going to use what we call a Renkos candle chart. And you're going to find the high and low on the chart. And once I go through these, I'm going to show it to you so that you can see it visually. But let me go through the steps so that you know exactly what they are, okay? So step 1, we're going to use the Renkos chart, find the high and the low. Step 2 is we're going to count 3 candles. If you can count to 3, guys, you can win with levels, right? So you're going to count 3 candles down from the high on the chart, or you're going to count 3 candles up from the low on the chart. Step number 3 is you're going to simply place a horizontal line at the bottom of the 3rd candle or the top of the 3rd candle, depending on what direction you're going. Step number 4 is you're going to place a vertical line also on that 3rd candle. And step number 5 is you're going to use your regular price action candle chart and you're going to match the signal entry point that you got from levels with the horizontal line that you drew. And if these 2 price points are close or very similar, you're good to go. If they are not, if they're far apart, you might want to not place the trade and save yourself the time and stress, all right? So here's how it looks. Step number 1, we're going to use the Renkos chart. So here's what a Renkos chart looks like. It's very, very simple, and it's very easy to find the highs and the lows, or what we might call peaks and valleys. So I've marked some of the highs and the lows there for you so that you can see how easy it is to identify them, right? So you can see the highs at the top, and you can see the lows at the bottom. Simple. Step number 2 is we're going to count to 3. So you can see from one of the highs, I'm counting in yellow, you can see 1, 2, 3. So that green bar would be candle number 1, that red one would be candle number 2, and that next red one would be candle number 3 at the high. Now, if you're looking at the low, that very bottom red candle would be the first candle. The next candle up and to the right, which is green, would be the second candle. And then the other candle up and to the right would be our 3rd candle. So guys, look, you find the high, you find the low, and you count 3 from the bottom or 3 from the top, okay? Here's step number 3. You're going to place a horizontal line at the bottom or the top of the 3rd candle. So if we're looking at the low and we're going up, we're going to count to 3, and at the top of that 3rd candle, we're just going to put a horizontal line. Really simple, okay? Now, on the flip side, if you're at a high and you're going down, you're going to count down 3 candles, and you're going to put a horizontal line under that 3rd candle, okay? Just the way I have illustrated right here. So far, simple. My 5-year-old son can do this, all right? Step number 4 is now you're going to place a vertical line on the 3rd candle. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you're looking at the low or whether you're looking at the high, you're going to put a vertical line on the 3rd candle. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the low. This is what it looks like on the high. Okay, so far we've counted to 3 and we put a vertical line and a horizontal line. Now, the 5th step is now we have to look at our price action chart to see how price is actually reacting to that, right? So all I have here is a split screen that shows the Renkos chart in comparison to our regular price action candle chart. And over here to the right, you can see that our horizontal line gives us our price. That is the price that we're going to get into this trade. Now, at this particular point, you're going to see that we're going to buy, right? So we're going to buy at that price right there. All right. Simple as that. Just buy at that price. Now, what you want to do is that price right there. You want that price to match what the levels signal has given you. As long as those prices match or are very, very close, guys, you're good to go. Place the trade, enter the sale at that price, put your TP in, put your stop loss in, and you are good to go. Guys, this thing is so easy to do that Corey caught 30 pips and he was done for the day. I told you 30 pips can change your life. He says levels is unbelievable. Now, guys, here's what I want you to understand. Let's talk about disposable income for just 1 second. What disposable income is, if I illustrate it for you, is think of it like this. Every pay period, you get paid, right? Let's say it's every 2 weeks. You get paid. And what do you do with that money? Well, most people pay your bills, do what you have to do, and then you might have some money left over. The money that's left over, if you've paid all your bills, is what we call disposable income. Now, many people spend that disposable income on things that they like and they want, usually until they've exhausted the money. In other words, they're just buying stuff. Maybe they're going to the movies. Maybe they're buying clothes. Maybe they're going on trips or taking a vacation, and nothing wrong with those things. But what happens is that usually they spend all of that money until there's no more. And then what happens? Well, you got to depend on that paycheck again in 2 more weeks because you get paid again. And if for any reason you don't get paid again, you've exhausted all of your disposable income, what happens? Well, life starts to look a little gloomy. Okay? This is what paycheck to paycheck really feels like. Well, the truth is that instead of spending that disposable income on things until you've exhausted it, on things that can't bring you back any more money, you should actually be investing some of that disposable income into things that add value to your life, like products, like programs and services that will actually help you. All right? You've got to start taking your money and putting it towards things that actually add value to your life, because you never know. One day that call might come in where that layoff happens, or that downsizing happens, or that restructuring happens, and you have to think of something quick, and you don't want to be like I was, anxious about what am I going to do and how do I make it happen when, you're just one paycheck away from actually being on the street. So if this has made sense to you guys, I want you to know that we spent some great time here. And let me ask, would you agree that it's been time well spent so far? And hopefully your answer is yes. I mean, I've given you the 3 secrets. I've shared with you the 5-step level strategy. I've shown you, how you can trade. We've debunked some myths and all that good stuff. And the truth is, I can't cover everything that you need in just our short time together, even if we had all day, okay? Even if we had all day. But you'll be thrilled to know that your success is ultimately my goal. All right. And in keeping with that, I wanted to share with you the story or some tidbits that a gentleman that you may recognize here in this photo shared about how he became a millionaire. If you don't know him, his name is Mr. Tyler Perry, and he has a net worth of over $400 million, guys. And he shared how he became a millionaire. And I'm going to give you these steps, and I want you to be able to use these things and match them against your life, not just today, but every day moving forward, to make sure that you are actually on the right track to having the type of success and life that you want to live. So the first thing he says is that you got to make a plan and you got to raise your standards. Okay, make a plan. Most people don't even have a plan. They're just depending on that paycheck. But what I've shared here with you is a plan. I've shown you a strategy. I also showed you how to compound your money 10% a day. And you've got to raise your standards. You got to believe that you deserve ultimate success. Then he says, immediately you want to start a business and duplicate it worldwide. Guys, you can't depend on that job income forever. You've got to do something where you can impact people, where you can work for yourself, where you can bring in income independently of anything and anybody else. Next, he says, stop wasting time on TV, games, dumb stuff, and people. He says, if a person doesn't have a plan, you got to move on. Guys, listen, who you associate with is extremely important. And what you're putting into your mind, watching the TV all day long, or watching the news, which is constantly negative, or playing games and just doing dumb things, that is going to have a negative impact on your ability to become wealthy if that is your goal. He says, then you've got to figure out a way. This is what's important. Figure out a way to make $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 and more weekly. You got to figure out how to make that weekly, guys. You got to increase it. And then you got to be able to save 40% of what you make and invest it. That means you can only spend 60%. So guys, what does that mean? That means that if you have a $100,000 a year job, are you living only on 60% of that, meaning that you're just $60,000? Because if not, that means you're living beyond your means. And that's why middle America is being wiped out, because you're living on 100% of your income versus 60%. So I've shown you how with trading that if you just took $1,300 and you grew that by 10% a day, not only could you achieve the goal of making $1,000 and $2,000 and $5,000 a week, you would be growing your money from $1,300 to $20,000 in a 30-day trade period, guys. That is life-changing. And then you can start saving 40%, because I know that if you're living off of what you're living off of right now, you could definitely find a way to live off $20,000, right? Or at least 60% of that for the month. He says, stop buying stuff that has no value. Cars, clothes, dumb jewelry. And trust me, I don't think Tyler Perry is saying, hey, listen, don't buy your dream car, or, don't buy your dream house, or do some of the fun things that you want to do. What he's saying is don't become obsessive with buying these things. You don't need 4 Lamborghinis. You get you one and then you're good. You buy the house that you want. You don't need to keep buying 4 and 5 and 6 houses and having all of these mortgages and having all of this debt pile up in your name. Don't buy the dumb jewelry that people can probably take from you or rob you or anything like that. Buy you a couple pieces, right? Get you some good stuff, get it appraised, have some insurance on it, all right? And then be good, all right? And invest your money in things that make you more money. He says you have to have education. You got to read books on the greatest people. And then he says self-educate. And I'm so proud of you right now. You know why? Because you watching this webinar right here, you watching this video is letting me know that you are self-educating yourself and you are learning something new. And I hope that you learned something new today, right? Last but not least, he says stop eating bad food. You got to eat organic. All right. Bad food changes your brain chemistry. You know that. Now, whether you eat organic or whether you eat vegetarian or vegan, this and that, I'm not here to change that. What I'm saying is that you know that when you eat unhealthy, you feel it unhealthy in your body. You feel sluggish. You feel tired. You just feel bloated and you're not able to think as clearly. Your brain needs to be clear. So here's the list that Mr. Tyler Perry put together on how he became a millionaire. I want you to match it up against what you're doing on a daily basis and really fully understand at the end of the day that success starts with you ultimately, and you got to take the first step. All right. So here's what I've got for you to help you get going. All right. iMarkets Live. Now, the premier Forex education and software provider, iMarkets Live, is where I have literally learned how to trade from the beginning. You remember a couple years ago, I didn't even know anything about trading, but this platform taught me how to trade and is giving me access to tools such as the levels scanner that I shared with you that has allowed me to start winning more trades and being successful and making more money. Now, our company was founded July 4th, 2013. We're operating in, hundreds of countries all around the world. We're privately owned and debt-free, and we have a very strong and solid leadership team. And that starts with these individuals you see right here on your screen. In the center, we have our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry. He came up with the idea of iMarkets Live. He's a very successful 9-figure trader. He's been featured in numerous books, magazines, articles. He's been on The Money Show. He's been teaching people all around the world how to trade. And ultimately, because he was doing this like on 3-day weekends and charging people $5,000 and $10,000 a weekend, he was only able to reach a certain amount of people. So he had to create a platform that expanded beyond his personal reach, which is where the birth of iMarkets Live came from. All right. So that's where iMarkets Live came from. Mr. Christopher Terry, he is a trader and he started a company teaching others how to trade. Next, we have to the right, Miss Isis De La Torre. She is also a extremely powerful woman. She's our chief financial officer and she is also a foreign exchange trader. Now, one thing to note is that she is the one that's credited with teaching Mr. Terry how to trade. That's right. These two are married. They are husband and wife. And she was a high-ranking Forex trading official on Wall Street. And when he had trouble in his construction business and was sleeping on his dad's couch, she's the one that taught him and introduced him to this industry. And together they have made some amazing accomplishments. So she's our chief financial officer. She has an MBA in finance, a BA in economics. She has a Series 763. She has life, health, and annuities licenses. She is well-rounded and very capable of running this company from the chief financial position, right? Last but not least, we have these three gentlemen on the outsides. We have Mr. Yvonne Tapia, Mr. Alex Morton, and Mr. Jason Brown. These three gentlemen serve as our vice presidents, and together they do a host of different things. They make sure that we are compliant in different countries. They make sure that the marketing message is being clear and that we're legal, moral, and ethical in everything that we do. They make sure that what I'm sharing here with you is accurate, all that good stuff, and just make sure that our company runs very smoothly, okay? Now, what makes iMarkets Live so special is our educational suite and programs and tools, all right? And that's what I want to share with you here today, okay? iMarkets Live is an educational platform, and it starts with IML Academy. So when you get started with IML Academy, this is where you're going to get your foundation, you're going to get your fundamentals and learn everything that you need to learn about the foreign exchange market. Before you even start trading, you're going to learn some of this stuff. It's kind of like your book stuff, right? Like your book sense, except it's not books, it's videos, okay? Virtual videos that you get to access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week inside of a little membership area that you'll get access to. So you'll learn all of this stuff. You can watch it at your own pace, learn at your own pace, and be brought up to speed. This is the core of what makes most traders successful. And people that don't know this stuff, well, they try to trade, but they never fully understand what's happening. And obviously their results as well speak for themselves. All right. So IML Academy is where you're going to start, get all of your core basics. Then we have iMarkets Live TV. Now, this is the next step. Once you've got the core, once you've got the fundamentals, once you've got all of that under your belt, now you got to put some of this stuff into action. All right. So what we have is like a TV channel, right? Like a TV guide. And you get to go into IML TV. You get to choose the foreign exchange trader, the master trader of your choice, and you get to watch them live as they trade in the market. So after you learn in IML Academy, you're going to come to IML TV. Now, this is where I found my coach and my mentor, the one that created Levels. This is where he teaches how to trade. I tune into him on a regular basis, and I'm going to really recommend that when you get started, you tune into him on a regular basis as well, because he's the one that's going to teach you how to trade in addition to utilizing the tools and services and things like that we have. So nearly 1,000 hours a month of different educators teaching on cryptocurrency, teaching on foreign exchange, teaching on all that good stuff, binary options, all of that. It's right here. Okay. It's beginners, there's intermediate, and there are advanced trainers. So don't worry, wherever you are in your learning process, you can definitely fit in on IML TV. Next, we have the harmonic scanner. Now, this is an amazing tool that we have because this is something that Mr. Terry put together that literally scans the market for what we call harmonic patterns. In fact, it just looks for reversals in the marketplace. And it gives you the when to get in and when to get out. Similar to how Levels does, except it does it based on what we call harmonics, okay? So it scans the market. You don't have to know anything about harmonics unless you wanted to learn it. And if you did, just learn it in IML Academy. But this tool does all the work for you. All you have to do is wait for the trade signal to come out and literally use the scanner, input the entry point, the take profit, and the stop loss, and you are good to go. This tool in itself is so powerful that we have literally major advanced foreign exchange traders that have become customers inside of iMarkets Live just to get access to this scanner because it is literally an 80-90% accurate of a tool, all right? And so if you want to win more of your trades, harmonic scanner is going to definitely help you to do that. Then we have our night owl sessions. They're actually called market mastery sessions now. And these sessions are, they're actually hosted and done by our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry. He comes on once a week for about an hour. He literally goes over the market. He shares what he sees, and he gives you the setups and trades that he thinks you should pay attention to. Now, guys, remember I said early on that if you want to be successful with something, you have to find someone that already has what you want and do what they say or do what they do, okay? So here's where Mr. Terry, a 9-figure trader, 50, 60, 70, 80, $90 million trading, he's going to tell you what he sees in the market. You mean to tell me that for an hour in a week, you wouldn't want to tune in to what the LeBron of Forex trading has to say? Guys, This is where you're going to get so many of the golden nuggets right from our CEO. And I promise you, you couldn't pay this if he put a price on it. It would literally be priceless. Okay, an hour of this man's time is absolutely priceless. Last but not least, we have what we call Pip Talk. This is just a little community, kind of like a Telegram or a Facebook, just internal for iMarkets Live students and customers, where you get to connect with the educators directly. You get to follow them. You get to get all the insights. That means even if they're not live on IML TV, you can find them on Pip Talk. You can hang out. You can get on their Instagram. You can get on their Facebook. You can do whatever and really get to have and build a relationship with your favorite educators, okay? And learn a little bit more beyond what you would learn on the live sessions. So now when we put all that together, let me just share with you what you're going to get when you get started with iMarkets Live, okay? What you're going to get is IML Academy. That is the video tutorial suite. It has a value of $1,997. You're going to get IML TV, which is our live trading room. You get to jump on there anytime you want, see live traders trading in the live market, and you get to chat with them and ask questions along the way, okay? This is totally invaluable, but a $1,997 value will put on that. The harmonic scanner, which is a precision entry indicator. This thing is so powerful. It has a value of $4,997. The night owl sessions, really market mastery, an hour with our CEO, a $997 value. You've got Pip Talk, which is our educator communication platform, has a value of $497, which brings our total value to $10,485. That's what it's worth. It is literally worth over $10,000, just that which I've shared with you so far. But in addition to that, when you get started with the Dream Team Trading Group, you're going to get a few of the bonuses that we're offering you. Bonus number one is our Dream Team training system. You see, we have a very structured process to help you get into the community and know what to do first, second, third, fourth, such that you can follow the steps, get set up, and start making money as quickly as possible. Now, this is very unique. We are the only ones that have this. It provides the community and the support, and it has a value of about $147. But please note that this bonus is only available for the first 50 people who actually get started with us here on today, all right? Now, you're gonna give a second bonus as well. And these are our exclusive Dream Team Hangouts, okay? Now, we do these Hangouts weekly, every single week, once a week for about an hour. And this is where we actually get together and we talk about what we've been doing with our trades, the successes that we've had, the learning lessons that we've had, what's been working, what's not been working, different things that's happening in the world of iMarkets Live, events that are happening, conferences that we need to attend, who's doing well. We even talk about birthdays and we celebrate people and births and new babies and weddings and all that stuff to make it really a community. And you're not just trading by yourself, you're just trading for yourself, okay? But you're working with a group. So you definitely want to tap into these Hangouts. This is exclusive and this is very, very valuable. We have a $97 value we put on it, but it's only available for the first 25 people that get started. So let me remind you of what you're going to get. Let's go over it one more time. You're going to get IML Academy, which is our tutorial suite. You're going to get IML TV, which is the live trading room. You're going to get the harmonic scanner, the precision entry indicator, the night owl sessions, live trading with our CEO. You're going to get the Pip Talk, which is our educator communication platform. You're going to get our special Dream Team bonus number one, which is our training system valued at $147. And you're going to get bonus number two, which is our exclusive weekly team hangout sessions, which is valued at $97. This brings our total value up now to $10,729, the value that we are placing here on helping you to succeed. Now, I want you to understand, here's Rose. Rose has been using the level strategy and everything that I shared with you, and she put this little image together. She put it in our Facebook group. She says, oh my God, my sweet levels. She just can't wait for the app. She's been doing amazing using that Renkos strategy that I taught you, and she wasn't even using the level scanner yet, right? So she caught 24 pips all on her own just by using that Renkos strategy. Look, then we have Miss Ramonia Manic Highsmith. She said, oh my God, this is crazy. An hour before they even released the scanner, she caught 120 pips. She hit take profit on 4 different positions. She is happy with levels. I'm telling you guys, this levels thing is really, really off the chain. Then you've got Ron Jenkins. This is actually Chef Ron Jenkins. He's a professional chef. And he says, ooh, those levels. He took profit on a GBP pair for 142 pips, all from using what I already taught you. Now listen, if the level strategy and the bonuses that I just shared aren't enough to push you over the edge, I've got something else, and that is our ironclad guarantee. So if you're not satisfied after applying the 5-step training, and you're not satisfied after understanding the 3 secrets, and you're not satisfied with plugging into our Dream Team weekly stuff and this and that, guys, look, you got 7 days to get your money back. But I'm gonna be honest, if you think you're gonna get all this done in 7 days, you probably, it's probably not the right place for you, because this is a lifetime skill that you're going to be able to, like I said, live your best life now and create an inheritance for your children's children. And that ain't going to happen overnight. So just in case though, you do have the ability to get your money back within 7 days in case this is not what you expected for it to be. All right. So you're just like, hey, Tracey, just what's the price? Just tell me what I got to do to get started. I'm ready to get going. So naturally, if you implement everything I just shared with you, you'll see amazing results in your trading. And that's why you should enroll in iMarkets Live right now, in fact. All right. But I'm not going to charge you $10,729 to get started. Okay. Now, when iMarkets Live first got going a few years back, the regular price was just $497, but you're not even going to pay $497. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, when you get started right now, choosing our platinum package for just $225 to get started is where you're going to end up. And then you're going to choose our monthly package of just $165 a month, guys. And you can get access to that when you click the button below to enroll now. Now, this is our basic platinum package, okay? We have other packages, but this gets you in the door. Now, here's what I want you to know. We have other add-ons. We have other tools. We have other resources available to you that you can choose to add on to your liking. But I want you to pay attention to that red box, because that's that levels that I'm telling you about. Now, for an additional $21.95, you can add levels on, okay? So you'll get started for $225, and then you'll log in and you'll add levels on for $21.95. Now, let me just refresh your memory, okay? When you get levels, this is what it's going to look like. You'll log into levels, and you'll see there's different resources within levels, but on the left, you'll click on that button, okay? And when you click on that button, it's going to open up your screen. It's going to look like this. And over to the left, you're going to see all of the new trade alerts that are available to you with the dates and the times. So let me zoom in, okay? But also, wait, you're also to the right, you're going to see your chart. Okay, so you're going to see not just the signal, but you're going to also see the chart. So when I zoom in, you can see the entry point, which is a sell in this particular case. You can see your take profit, your stop loss, and the date and time. Then what you're going to do is you're going to use that chart that's already right there for you, and you're going to do that verification process with the 5-step level strategy that I gave you. Remember this right here. You're going to just click on the Renkos chart. Okay, you're going to find the high and the low. You're going to count 3 candles down or count 3 candles up. You're going to place a horizontal line at the bottom or the top of that third candle. You're going to place a vertical line on that third candle. And then using that price action candle chart, you're going to match that entry point with the horizontal line that you drew. Guys, that's all you're going to do. And when you have that signal right there on levels, this makes this so easy. In fact, if you're working a job full time, here's Tiffany. She's part of Dream Team Trading Group, and she caught 21 pips while she was at work in between meetings, all because she learned levels. All right. Now, we're going to give you another bonus. Okay. When you get started with the Dream Team Trading Group here on today, you're going to get the exclusive Dream Team Trading Cipher. Now, guys, I want you to understand this is one of the most powerful bonuses that we could ever offer to you, because we trade daily as a team. So what happens is every day we meet at a certain time on Zoom. All right. And we actually trade together. We have leaders of the trading group. We find the setups that we teach, and we actually place trades as we see them together as a team. We do this 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We meet for about an hour, hour and a half to trade as a team. We also have a Telegram group where if you missed the trading cipher session, we post the summary and the notes in the Telegram group so that you can then take what we just discussed and use it to your benefit and choose to get into trades or whatever you want to do because you're at work or you're doing something like that. So guys, this has a value of $497, but obviously we can't make this available to everybody. So it's only available to the first 25 people who get started. Now that's not even enough, guys, just to add more value to what you're getting, I've got one more bonus for you when you get started with the Dream Team Trading Group, and that is our virtual trading summit. You see, we've built some very strong relationships with many of the IML master educators, including the Levels creator. And what we did was that we asked 5 of them to come to a Dream Team training exclusively, and each of them did. They spent an hour with the Dream Team personally, and they shared some secrets with us that they don't even share with the general company membership. What we did was we recorded these 5 different sessions from these 5 different educators, an hour each, and we've put it together in what we call the Virtual Trading Summit. And now you're going to have access to this secret information. This is valued at $497 and it's only available for the first 10 people who get started. All right. So guys, listen, you don't want to waste any more time. Go ahead, get started now. Just $225 one time. If you decide that you want to add levels on, then you'll get started with the $225. You'll log into your back office and then you'll upgrade your add-on the levels for $21.95, and then your monthly subscription will be increased by that $21.95 for a total of $187 a month. But guys, I just showed you a strategy where you could take $1,300 to $20,000 in 30 days. That $187 should not even be a concern. Your concern should be figuring out what you need to do to grow your money 10% a day, and we can help you to do that when you click the button below and enroll right now. Now, let's just say that still is a little funny to you. So like, well, yeah, I got to learn it and I definitely can see myself building up to it, but I don't want to have to pay the $165 or if you add levels on the $187. Well, the company has what we call our 2 and free program. Now, 2 and free simply means this. If you are inside of our community and you are enjoying and you're liking what you're seeing and feeling and what you're experiencing, if you simply tell 2 other people about iMarkets Live and they get started, the company is going to actually remove and waive your monthly fee. That's right. So you tell 2 people, those 2 people get started, they are actively in their subscription, and the company will take away your monthly. That means no more $165. That means no more $187. You actually have free access to all of the tools, all of the education, all of the everything that we talked about, all because you referred 2 people, guys. Now, you don't have to do that, but hey, who doesn't like free and who can't afford free? All right. So if I were you, I would be excited to tell 2 people about this so that I didn't even have to worry about the monthly subscription fee. Now, this is Shahida Akbar. Shahida says, I am in love with levels. She caught 161 pips. It's a game changer. Okay. We have Dana Sims Jordan. She said, I told y'all I was paying attention. She caught 124 pips in her live account. That means she's doubling. She's increasing her account. I can't say she's doubling it, but she's increasing her account more than likely the 10% a day as we teach with our compounding interest spreadsheet. Now, guys, I asked our group, who now believes you can trade your way to wealth? And here's what people said. No doubts. Diana says me. Shahida said no doubts. Tino says for sure. Eric says no doubts. Shauna says me with a raised hand. Philippa says me with the raised hand. Candace says me with fire and fireworks, right? And Jasmine has fire. Richard Lang says no doubt about it. Bonnie says me. Guys, if they can do it, you can do it too. All you have to do is plug in, do exactly what we share with you to do, and you can be successful. So now I've gone over all the information. You actually have 2 choices, okay? Option number 1 is that you do nothing. If you do nothing, then you'll get nothing. And if you don't take this leap of faith, then you'll still be where you are right now, which is the opposite of what you truly want. Now, let me remind you, to take this leap of faith is actually 100% risk free, because you can get your money back if you're not happy within the first 7 days. Okay, so you could actually choose option 1, or you could choose option number 2, which is simply to pony up this tiny investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return, and just give it a shot. Right? If it works, great. And if not, you get your money back, guys. So hopefully you're really, really on to option number 2. Now, I want you guys to know that, listen, I'm nothing special. I'm not a genius at this stuff. I didn't grow up with this stuff. Probably just like you, I knew nothing about Forex until I saw a presentation similar to this. I have no supernatural gifts other than being a super mom. And I just realized I have to do whatever it takes for my favorite person. This is me and my son. I took him to his first Major League Baseball game here in Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves, and he loves baseball. And I love being able to do things like this with him and for him. And that's what I love about trading with levels, because I can trade and be a mom on the go who never misses a beat. I just set my alerts and I don't even worry about it until my alert goes off, and then I make a decision whether to get into the trade or not. So you can do this too. Just go ahead, click the button below to enroll right now. Just as a little recap, okay? Here's what you're going to get when you get started with iMarkets Live, and specifically the Dream Team Trading Group. You're going to get the IML Academy. You're going to get IML TV. You're going to get the Harmonic Scanner. You're going to get the Night Owl Market Mastery Sessions. You're going to get Pip Talk. You're going to get the Level Scanner. You're going to get the Dream Team bonus number 1, our training system. Bonus number 2, our exclusive team hangouts. Bonus number 3, our trading cipher access. You're going to get bonus number 4, which is our virtual trading summit, which brings our total value now to well over $12,000, $12,720 to be exact. So go ahead, get started now, just $225 one time. And then if you add levels on, $187 a month. If you refer to people, that goes away. But nonetheless, go ahead, click the button below to enroll right now. All right. Now, I do have something optional for those of you that are interested in earning some extra income. Okay. Extra income. If you're just ready to get started right now, go ahead and click on the enroll button now. Go ahead, get enrolled. But if you're still watching this and you're saying, listen, Tracey, yes, how do I earn some residual? How do I earn some extra income? How do I make money in addition to what I make with my trades? Okay. If that's you and you're excited about the opportunity to actually create more leverage in your life, then you want to consider becoming an independent business owner with us here at iMarkets Live, and really just join the financial revolution. Now, I put this little diagram here because I want you to understand the power of referrals. So here, all the way to the right, you have a blacksmith, right? The person in the middle is a customer, a happy customer of the blacksmith. And the person all the way to the left was just a friend of the person in the middle. So what happens? Well, the blacksmith provides the business, right? Provides the services, and he helped the person in the middle. The person in the middle, it was so excited that when the person in the middle realized that his friend had a problem that the blacksmith could help solve, the person in the middle told his friend on the left to reach out to the blacksmith, the business owner over there on the right. So then the person on the left actually did that. The blacksmith helped the friend, and guess what? The blacksmith had more money, had more business. The blacksmith also gave a little bonus to the friend in the middle, right? Gave him probably some money, maybe gave him some percentages off, rewarded him in some type of way, and then the person on the left actually got their problem solved. Guys, we make referrals all day long, and it's natural to do it when everyone wins, right? So iMarkets Live is no different. So here's how it works. We have what we call our team builder bonus. All right. So every time you refer someone to iMarkets Live, the company's going to pay you an additional $35 up front. okay? Like a team builder bonus, cash, okay? You're going to get that. If that person refers somebody, then you're going to earn $10. And then if that person refers somebody, you're going to actually earn $5. Guys, being able to earn $35 and $10 and $5 over and over and over again every single day for work that you're already doing or work that other people are doing is where wealth comes from. It's called not working hard for money, but allowing money and others to work hard for you. Okay, so that's what you're going to get with the team builder bonus. But let me just show you where the residual kicks in. Okay, once you have 3 people inside of your organization, the company is going to pay you an extra $150 a month, which basically is $37.50 a week. Doesn't seem like much, but let me ask you this. If you were missing $150 out of your paycheck, you were short, would you realize that you were short? And the answer is, oh, absolutely, Tracey. I would know. I'll be right up there at customer service, right up there at human resources, trying to figure out why is my check short. So that same $150 you can earn, it's powerful, except it's happening every single month for work that you're no longer doing. Grow your team to 12 people. Now you're going to earn an extra $600 a month, which is $150 additional every single week. Platinum 1000 is where we really want to help you to get to, because an extra $1,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen, is really where the magic starts to happen for most people. And 30 people inside of your organization helps you earn an extra $250 every single week. But we don't stop there. There's then Platinum 2000, which is an extra $500 a week, $2,000 a month. Platinum 5000, guys, help build that team, build that organization through the efforts of you and others. 225 people now earns you $5,000 a month, guys. That's $1,250 every single week. Now, Chairman 10 is where life-changing income begins to happen for you. Not only are you making money with your trades, but now because you have a team of at least 500 active customers, the company's going to pay you $2,500 a week, guys. $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month, in addition to whatever you're earning on your job, in addition to whatever you're doing in your life, okay? And this continues to go, guys, all the way up through Chairman 500, which is $500,000 a month. 30,000 customers overall total in your organization. That's $125,000 every single week. And just so you know and recognize this is real, our Dream Team Trading Group's ultimate leader and mentor and coach is actually a Chairman 500 in this company. He's 36 years old and is earning $125,000 a week. So I want you to understand that this is an environment where we are here to educate you, empower you, and enrich you to live your best life. Not only can you make money trading here, not only can you change your life and interact with a network of people that can help you live beyond your greatest dreams, but you also have the ability to create the residual income through our compensation plan if you choose. So you've watched this entire presentation, and you want a consistent and proven way to trade that makes you money, and you know deep in your heart that this is an excellent value. So go ahead, take advantage of this incredible trading platform, the amazing level scanner, and get started now. And all you need to do at this point, guys, is simply click the button below to enroll right now. And I look forward to working with you inside of the Dream Team Trading Group.